Hello and welcome to Mumbelievable. I am Jess Spiring, I'm Beauty Content Director for Now magazine, and today I am bringing you 3 1-minute hair hacks. So first up is what I call the organic braid, and braids really aren't going anywhere. Rather than the sort of very complicated fishtail plaits and all of the rest of it was going on, I've seen a lot of very simple side plaits which kind of Poppy Delevingne and Alexa Chung and things have been doing, and so this is my sort of take on it. But best of all is that it's very sort of boho and loose and easy to do, but also you don't need an elastic. This is like the magic trick, and this is the one look that if I ever do, girls will come up and say, oh my god, how did you do your hair? I've watched you do it, that's incredible. Or how come you don't have an elastic? So this is how you do it. So I'm gonna show you the start and then I'm gonna fast forward to the end and I'll show you how you pull it through, and that's the crucial bit of the technique. So start by sweeping your hair to the side. You need fairly long hair for this, and you simply split it into 3 as you would normally, as you would start a plait. But rather than sort of obsessively pulling the 3 strands apart at the bottom, you want to let them start to knot on themselves. And as you see, when I start to plait it, it's kind of almost weaving your hair in that plaiting technique, but not undoing it at the bottom. So as you can see, there's sort of a knot starting to form. Here comes fast forward. Okay, so I've got as sort of long as I think I'm going to, and I've got this really good sort of tangly knot at the bottom, but here at the top is where I want to stop. And all I'm going to do is separate one of the 3 strands apart to make a kind of hole, and then I'm simply going to feed the rest of the plait through it and pull it tight. And as you can see, it's now a kind of fully plaited, tied on itself, no elastic plait. And what I usually do is kind of rough it up, let it kind of undo a bit, and throughout the day it kind of just has its own life and will kind of make a really gorgeous messy boho plait. So my second look is something that we used to do a lot at school, and I had forgotten how much I loved it, and that is just a simple kind of lowish quiff at the front. So what you need for this, I'm afraid, is a little bit of equipment. You need a couple of grips. You can back comb it if you want a lot of volume, but I kind of tend not to want it to be kind of too a beehivey on top. So all I'm doing is I'm taking my fringe and sweeping it back over my parting at the front and kind of pushing it forward to get a little bit of lift, and then just using a couple of curvy grips, one coming in at each side, to hold it into place. There you go. Okay, so my third and final look is what I call the B-side, and what it's about is just kind of flicking your hair the reverse way to the way that your parting normally falls, and only doing that at the front, but it just, as you can see, will totally change the way that you look. So what I do is take this sort of front section of fringe, and as you can see, it normally falls kind of fairly centrally, but I will just take that and comb it across to one side. Now you can use a curvy grip to sort of pin it in place and have a kind of long grown out fringe, and then you can either wear it down or you can pin your hair back for something a bit more sophisticated for the office. But trust me on this, you might not be able to know the difference on me because you don't know me that well, but it makes a huge difference to the way that you look. So try a B-side.